Say no GM, no GMOs. Say no GM, no GMO. Here's a little story about my dead on sight. No label, no choice, you don't know what's right. They went from Agent Orange to making oranges. The profits they make are so enormous. From making poisons to killing choices. Terminator seeds, yo, we can't ignore this. North America.
This is what you gotta do to get the job done.
So basically, we're here today to protest Monsanto, which is a major corporation that take over all kinds of companies that people buy every day in stores. And they use GMOs. This is also an anti-GMO protest. So basically,
you do not have to be indigenous to know what is right.
Genetically engineered, it's like foreign DNA from viruses, bacteria, and other organisms ends up in food. They've been genetically modified. It's not natural, so it's not good for you. And there's no long-term studies, so we don't fully know the consequences of messing with food like that. And a lot of people from the research think that leads to such things as infertility, cancer, birth defects. Sorry, I just got to refer to some of my notes. Immune problems, accelerated aging, fatty insulin regulation, and changes in major organs and the gastrointestinal system. And GMOs are in about, they speculate 70% of foods in the supermarkets. And so what happens is that this company, Monsanto, they have a lot of money and they buy people off in the government. And that's why nothing's being done here in America, sadly, but it's up to us to do something about that. And there already are a lot of countries that do regulate GMOs, and they have mandatory labeling on their products or are altogether against GMOs, like Iceland. Hopefully this information is correct. I've got a lot of different papers and I'm trying to remember everything. And the foods that are highest in GMO are supposed to be corn, soy, so be very careful, you vegetarians and vegans, canola oil, cottonseed oil, sugar from beets, Hawaiian papaya, and some zucchini, squash, and alfalfa used for hay. But really, it can be in anything. You have to be so careful. Look at the ingredients. Look for the organic, the certified organic symbol on products when you go to the stores. Try to buy from farmer markets. Try to buy local. And then I wanted to let you know that basically what happens is that they're taking over and they've come up with these crops that that are going to be resistant to bugs, so that way they can produce more crops and sell more money. But then it's also bad when we eat it internally, and it's destroying the soil, and those crops are taking over, and so it's putting small farmers out of business, and they don't end up producing a sustainable crop. And so really nothing is going to be done about poverty, hunger, and there's nothing there to help climate changes either when that kind of behavior takes place. And there's a lot of people that think that it leads to a bunch of food allergies that people are starting to experience more of. And Monsanto has a deadly legacy that includes the production of Agent Orange and DDT. That should say something right there and be very scary. And today, at this march, I'd say it was about a mile long, and there's probably only like a quarter of the people left today, because now we've been here for quite a few hours. We left Pershing Square at about 11 a.m. and there was not one single mainstream news station to report on us. Not a single one. That tells you right there that something is up to. How can you have the streets blocked off and a mile-long group of people and no media coverage? People are getting paid off. Be careful of mainstream media. And so, the other thing I wanted to tell you about too was Roundup. So Monsanto cares more about their profits, and they have control of Roundup, and they sell high-priced patented seeds, and then they kind of make farmers, they put them in a position and then they feel kind of stuck to buy those. There's a lot of corruption. Just be very careful, do your research, be educated. There's some good websites, and there should be some links to those as well. Thank you. Sorry.